Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rid here, and I'm sorry for not uploading. Like I said, I would upload on Monday, and the reason is because I was trying to make a video, but I kept on getting interruptions, and I started a new school, and I've just been busy with some shit, and yeah. But right now I'm not busy, so I decided to make a video, my first story video on this channel. So yeah, let's begin. So last year when I was in 7th grade, there was this one dude who would always like basically fight with people, and he was my friend at first, but like we had constant fights and arguments and shit, and like we started to not get along, and that was the same with him and some of my other friends. But I honestly kind of thought my other friends were idiots because they kept on going back and forth becoming his friend again, which I stopped being his friend like after a while. But yeah, so this kid basically one time in this public hangout place that I go to, he basically jumped me with this, like, he tried to jump me with this other guy who was basically my friend. I thought he was my friend, but he fucking betrayed me. And basically they tried to attack me and stuff, and then basically some other guys from my older school stopped them, and those two guys both left my school now. So what happened was, when I started my back in my old school, on my second day of school, he hadn't started school yet because he has a different calendar. So what he was doing was he was coming at lunchtime to the school, and he was basically coming and bothering people. And what happened was that I was just walking with my friends, and then it was kind of near the end of lunch, and then after a bit, I was just walking on the sidewalk, which wasn't really school property, but some kid just like jumps behind me and like closes my eyes, like blinds me, and takes my hat. Like, I had my hood on, and then I had my hat on and my hood on, and he basically just jumped on me, took my hood off, and then snatched my hat, and then kind of like ran a little bit. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck do you want, man? Like, give my hat back. Cause this guy, the thing about what happened before was that he kept on trying to say sorry to me for like basically jumping me and wanted to become my friend again, but I just kept on ignoring him because I really didn't like him. And he's a bitch anyway. I think a lot of people wouldn't like this kid. A lot of people who I know do not like him. And basically, the day before, on the first day of school, I saw him like right when the bell rang, and I had to go inside after lunch was over, and he was trying to talk to me, and then I just like quickly ran and went inside. And yeah, so on the second day of school, he snatches my hat, and then after I try to get it back, and I basically push him a little bit, like try to get the hat back, and then what he does is he puts my hat in his backpack, and then he pulls out this like can. It looks like a Febreze shaped can, but there's like black tape surrounding it all. And then he just yells out, "Mace! Mace!" That's exactly how he said it. And so what happened was that this kid basically threatened to mace me. I don't even know if it was actually mace, which is bear spray if you guys didn't know that, or if it was Febreze or some shit. But yeah, then I backed away. But me and him were still like arguing and cursing at each other back and forth. So yeah, he didn't actually spray me, but he was probably about to. But yeah, I backed away anyways. And then this guy is such a fucking asshole. Like, right after he just mugged me, he literally just kept on swearing at me. Like, literally, I don't even know. He probably had a mental breakdown that day or something, and he decided to attack me. Because the day before, he was trying to be friends with me again, but like, I just kept on ignoring him. So what's the point? Like, why do you mug the guy you want to become friends with? Like, who the fuck does that? This guy is like a severe idiot, and I think he has mental issues. And yeah, so after, like, a lot of people witnessed it, but what happened after was the principal came outside the building, and I just ran to her and told her everything. And my friends also like complained to the vice principal about the kid. But what happened was they didn't really do shit. Like, they claimed to have called his parents and that stuff, but like, to this day he's still after me, and I've had multiple encounters with him, me and my friends, and he still comes to my old school like after school sometimes, but I'm in a new school now, so I don't even know if he is gonna come to my new school to look for me. But if he does, then that's like what a fucking stalker does. And this kid is probably a stalker because he's just a fucking weirdo. I mean, I have so many like things I want to say about this guy, but I want to keep this story short. I might explain in later stories or commentaries about this kid. Let's just call him Snoop. I guess, yeah, not Snoop Dogg, but let's just call this kid Snoop. And nothing really happened. He still started coming to the school like at lunchtime after school. And then one time, like, me and some others told the principal that he was there on the school grounds, and the principal was just walking like slow as fuck, and he basically saw her. I think someone told him the principal was there, and then yeah, he just ended up running away. And I was like about to chase him, but then like the principal just said, "Come back over here," and yeah. So he still like bothers me whenever I see him. I see him at the library, I saw him at the train station, all of these places, and like, yeah, this guy is like, he's kind of short, and he basically, all he wants is beef. He just wants his drama. He's a real fucking asshole, Snoop, or whatever. I'm not gonna say his real name. I'm not saying anybody's real names in these stories unless it's like my friend or they gave me permission to. Cause I do not want to get in trouble in case like my school or some shit somebody finds out. So yeah, but I've had multiple encounters with this guy, and we ended up getting him kicked out of the library one time. But then another time at the library, he was just like talking to me, and I was just trying to ignore him, but then he's like, "Yo, we chill, man, we chill, we're cool now." And I'm like, "Okay," and I just gave him a handshake, and then he left. But like then literally a few days after, I saw him and he just literally started cursing at me like, "Bruh, I thought we were cool." So I don't really know what's wrong with this guy. He probably has like some big mental issues or something. The Snoop kid. Remember that name because I'm probably going to be talking about him in other commentaries and stories too on this channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story about me getting mugged. And yeah, I mean, my school didn't really do shit about anything, but that was my old school anyways, so I don't really give a shit. But yeah, peace.